Hello, hello, and happy Thanksgiving slash Indigenous People Day and slash Turkey Day. Let's cover all the bases. Thank y'all for tuning in another Thursday with us. This is Sip and Cook with me, starring your boy Chef Dunn. Today we have a wonderful guest. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello, my name is Ashley Sessions, and I am the owner of Creative Creations by Ashley.
Right, so she's going to be talking a little bit more about what she does, so be on the lookout for that. But we're going to start the show how we always started, and we're going to get into this cocktail. All right, so everybody grab something to sip on, grab something to munch on, and come sip and cook with me. All right, so today we are doing a cocktail. Once again, if you haven't noticed, I've kept a fall theme with our cocktails. I'm using fall fruits, things that kind of warm you up on the inside, and today is no different. We are also celebrating our Friendsgiving this evening, as well as one of our repeat guests. It's her birthday as well, so we're going to be celebrating her as well. She is a gin drinker, so I decided to do a gin cocktail. So what we are going to be doing is a gin cranberry fizz. So grab your handy dandy muddler and let's get into it. So normally I would take our cranberries. As you can see, I have fresh cranberries, and I would muddle them down. Fortunately, I can't find my muddler. So I'm going to improvise, and I'm going to use our juicer. So we're just going to load that up in there like so, and just give that a nice squeeze. That's going to get some of those juices crushed up out of there. And then we're just going to add the rest directly to our container. Do that a couple of times so we can get a little bit of cranberry juice up in there.
Nice improvising.
Oh, yeah. Hey, you gotta make it happen.
I would have never thought to use.
Right, we were running around here like crazy looking for that muddler before the show.
There we go.
It definitely works.
Yeah, it works. It's gonna release all of those juices.
Donetta said hi. She's supposed to be here. She won trivia last week.
Hey. Way to win again.
Right. She seemed surprised. She was like, oh, wow, really?
She has won numerous times. She is an avid watcher of the show, so we definitely appreciate it. She's also a guest. She's also a guest quite often, so thank you. One more should do it.
I'm excited about this. And I don't even drink gin.
One more nice squeeze. And we are going to go ahead and add this is a sweetened lime juice. I'll tap on that there thing. And I would add, because gin is very tart, the cranberry is very tart, so I would say about an ounce per cocktail. That way, adds a little sweetness to this rather bitter drink. Next, we're going to add about 2 ounces of gin per cocktail. Next, would you like to do the honors?
Sure.
Give it a nice little shake up.
Ain't like I'm think I might be good.
That's good.
Yeah, I didn't have it right. That's not my lane.
Oh, that's pretty.
It is pretty.
Looks like the
It
holiday.
kind of gives me Christmas vibes too.
Next, we're just going to top it off. This is a cranberry lime seltzer, and that's what's going to give it its nice fizz, as well as taper off some of those juniper berries. And if you didn't know, juniper berries is what gin is made of. It is also why it has that particular flavor.
Interesting.
Glad you cleared that up. I'm sure people are like, no, I thought you said those were cranberries.
There we go.
Thank you.
And cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, that's good.
Oh,
Yeah, that's nice.
And I'm not a gin
Cheers,
drinker.
guys.
That's really
I'm not in
good.
camera, but cheers.
Cheers. Once again, this is Miss Wanda Miller. She helps make the show possible.
He forgot
for
to
us.
introduce me this time, but it's okay.
It
Cheers.
has been an extremely long day. All right, so while we're getting everything switched off, would you like to talk to them a little bit about what it is that you do?
Oh, sure. So, Creative Creations is my custom cake and cupcake business. Been doing cakes for about 10 years now. And I didn't intentionally set out to make cakes or have a cake business. Kind of fell in my lap. Got bored, took some classes at Michael's, and the rest is kind of history. So here we are, 10 years later. Oh yes, and not only do I make custom cakes, but there are also pound cakes, regular
so
layer
good, y'all.
cakes that I think people forget that I make. So I do make regular layer cakes as well, chocolate, vanilla, key lime, pound cake.
Can I go ahead and take
Yeah,
it?
yeah,
So we
absolutely.
can go ahead and let them see
So this is
what this beautiful cake looks
this
like.
is actually my mom's recipe for her whipping cream pound cake.
Ooh.
And so I just dropped some fresh berries in the middle. There may be a little condensation on it because I baked it today.
That is
So
all right.
Mm-hmm. That just means it's moist.
yes, moist and fresh and all of that good stuff. So,
Delicious. I can't wait.
so
Man, this plastic is giving me some problems, so we just gonna.
I had to
Right.
make sure it was tight and
I
fresh
appreciate
and
that.
all of that.
Oh, that is so beautiful.
That is our whipping cream pound cake. Again, my mother's recipe.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I can't wait to dig into this later. Hope y'all jealous because y'all can't have none.
Right. Even if you're supposed to be a guest tonight here and you're not here, you might not get any
Might
of
not
this
get
one.
none.
I'm not responsible for that, but you can definitely place your order.
That's right.
Fortunately, but unfortunately, I am booked for the
I'll
rest of
just
the year.
take this with me.
All right. Very cool. Now, can you tell them how they can get in contact with you?
So you can find me on Facebook at Creative Creations by Ashley. You can find me on Instagram at Creative Cake_Diva. So that is where you can find me for all of your cake needs. Shoot me a DM. If I have availability, I'll make it happen. But like I stated, fortunately, but unfortunately, I'm booked to the end of the year.
That is
So
awesome.
yes, that is definitely a blessing. So
Yes.
if you need a cake, start looking at dates for next year and send me a message and let's go ahead and get you penciled in.
So y'all already know it's good if she booked to the end of the year.
Yes.
All right. So yeah, definitely look her up. The cake looks amazing. She's very good at what she does.
Thank you.
So yeah,
I'm
make sure
excited
you
about
get
it.
in next year.
Yes.
All her information is on the screen right now, so they can.
Awesome.
Contact
Thank
her now.
you. So all of my information is there, so yeah, definitely reach out.
Oh,
I'm excited about what's about to happen right now.
So she's gonna talk a little bit more. She's also gonna do the trivia question later.
Oh yeah, there's a trivia question later.
But until then, let's get into this meal. So we all know Thanksgiving, the traditional meal. You have turkey, you have dressing or stuffing, whichever one you prefer. I don't know why you would prefer stuffing over dressing, but hey, you know,
Dressing.
dressing.
Dressing
It's just
for
what you
sure.
call it, but it's
Right.
whichever way is most delicious. Don't you get us Southern people on you right now.
and the difference between dressing and stuffing, most times, well, the tradition, the technological difference is stuffing. Usually is stuffed inside of something, not just prepared on its own, but it's also mostly breadcrumb. Dressing is where you have the cornbread and the breadcrumb. That's what gives it that
Yep.
lighter kind of cake-like consistency. So,
Darnetta said stuffing. What is that?
hey, I grew up on stovetop. Stovetop was the stuff back then.
Where are you from?
I'm from Ohio.
Oh, that's why we all like, ow.
Okay, that explains
Macaroni and
it.
cheese and
Oh.
stovetop stuffing.
I'm so glad you became a
Fried
chef.
chicken, that was the truth back then. But now, I've elevated. And so those are the traditional foods that we traditionally eat. So what I'm doing is I'm doing a rendition of that, but what I'm doing is a boneless turkey breast that I'm going to be stuffing with greens and dressing.
I'm excited.
Delicious.
My inner fat girl is really happy.
So,
my outer one too.
What you want to do, you want to start off with, of course, your turkey breast. Now, you can buy boneless turkey breasts. They're a little harder to find, but you can always find them, especially around this time, is just a fresh turkey breast. It's still going to be boned, and you do have to cut it off the bone. I will do a small little TikTok or a small demonstration on how to do that later. But to save some time, I have already done it. And so, as you can see, this is a turkey breast. Just nice, easy peasy. Still got the skin on, which I like because it helps to crisp up. But boom, that's what we got there. So next, we want to lay it out on a cutting board with some plastic wrap, with some more plastic wrap over top.
Time to get out some pressure.
Want to grab out your meat mallet. Now, if you don't have a meat mallet, you can use a heavy can, you can use the back of a pot, whatever you have that is heavy enough to pound it out. I always keep a meat mallet around because, hey, it's a handy dandy tool and it costs maybe $8 at the store. Why not have it?
I think I need to go get one of those.
So from here, you just you don't want to use a lot of pressure because you don't want to bruise the meat. You just want to, and it's not down, down, down. It's down and out, down and out, down and out. You want to get all the corners, especially the fatter areas of the turkey. The reason why you do this, it helps evenly cook your turkey. It gives you a better surface to work with for stuffing.
In case you got a little anger built up.
It seems that, look, I feel like I need to grab my drum. So it's a certain thickness?
So I usually want it to be about a 1/2 inch thick.
Okay.
That allows you to have enough even cooking surface, and it gives you enough surface to add your ingredients. So, as you can see, boom. Nice, even, delicious. Next, no reason not to season. So right here I have a little salt and pepper mix, so we're just going to go right on the inside of that, and then some poultry seasoning. Simple. Flip it over, do the same thing on the other side. Salt and pepper, poultry seasoning. And you can season this up however you like. I like to keep it somewhat simple because I want the flavors of the turkey as well as what we're dressing it with to come out. So, now that we have that.
Is there any fear in overpounding the meat? Darnett, I want to know.
Yes. Because if you pound too hard, you will pound through the meat. You'll start to see it tear, and that's not a good thing. So you don't want to, like I say, just you want to finesse it. You know, you want to make sure that it's pounded out, but you don't want to just go to town on it. You know, you got to be delicate with the meat.
Can't just pound the meat, Darnetta.
You know better. So next, we're just going to take our dressing, and I've already pre-made the dressing, but it hasn't been cooked yet. You can see it's still moist. And we're just going to spread that evenly over our turkey breast. And you don't want to add a lot because you want it to cook. Turkey, once again, cooks pretty fast, so you don't want to stuff a whole bunch of stuff in there that's still going to be cold in the center when the turkey is done and ready, the meat is done. Next, we're going to take our greens, and these are smoked turkey greens, and we're just going to add that right into the center of the stuffing.
D'Anthony had to reiterate, can't beat the meat too hard. Words of wisdom.
Absolutely.
So does it matter if you put the greens on first or the dressing first?
So I like to add the greens on the inside last because when you roll it, it's going to be the center. So you want the stuffing to cook since it's raw. The greens are done. You just want the greens to get hot. Gotcha. So I'll put this, and it helps the greens to actually stick to the surface because it's the stuffing is like the glue.
Gotcha.
So from there, once you got it all stuffed, just want to roll it. I start at the tip, and then we just roll it up, tucking it under as you roll. Wow.
Is there such thing as too thick?
No.
Okay.
As long as it can roll,
okay, then
it's not too thick. You are good. And you're going to end up with a portion size about like that. Next, we are going to do what is called trussing. Trussing is simply wrapping with butcher twine.
This is a journey into sound.
You can buy butcher twine at pretty much any store, any grocery store. So we're going to start here. And you want to just take it around the center. And then we're just going to wrap it 3 times around. Just make sure that the knot does not come out. We're going to pull it tight, but you don't want to pull it too tight. You just want to keep it shaped. Then we're going to go ahead and make a little knot. Next, we're going to take it over the top, and you just want to put your finger right down there, and then we're going to take it under like that. Once again, we're going to 3 times. Close that up like that. Next, we're going to go under. Turn it towards you. Go over diagonally. Under. Over. Under. Over. Under. And then back the opposite way. Over. Under. Over. Under. Over. Under. Go ahead. Cut your rope. We're going to stick that under there so that we can tie this off. Take the 2 ends, tie them together, cut them off. What you have is a nice, trusted turkey breast. This keeps everything in, keeps it cooking evenly. Wow. From there, we simply throw it in the oven. 350 degrees until the internal temperature is 165. Usually takes about 20 to 25 minutes.
But that was interesting to watch.
Very interesting. Like you see it on TV all the time, but to see it in person, it's like, seems way more time consuming than.
So, for the sake of the show, once again, this is going to be a quick show. We got partying to get to.
Party.
Before we do that,
cheers. That's a good idea for everybody.
Oh yeah. Next,
that's the kind of right there. Sneak up on you.
Miss Wanda, can you hand me a square plate, please?
Thank you, darling.
Thank you.
Thank you. Just set that right there. can see, I've already done one up.
Magic food.
So we're just gonna go ahead and you just wanna cut the strings off.
Looks amazing. I feel like doing a happy dance.
I know, right?
Make sure you get all of the string. You don't want someone to be flossing while they're trying to enjoy your meal. Okay? So then, you always want to make sure you let your meat rest before you cut into it. Reason being, it allows the juices to reset. And so they don't all come pouring out.
So,
What was that?
so
Oh, Lord.
I'm sorry. I'm somewhere else in my head. I'm just gonna leave all of that alone.
Speak your piece.
It's like, don't pound it too hard.
Don't pound it too hard.
Be gentle with it.
Then you gotta let it rest.
Then you gotta let it rest.
Oh, that looks amazing.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I'm really
Look at that.
Something
really,
easy,
really good.
quick, delicious, and
It's
traditional, but different.
Wow, that's so juicy.
Oh, that looks amazing.
Razzle dazzle. More.
Darnetta, stop it. She said, we like juicy meat. Hey, Bella. Bella said that looks great.
Thank you, thank you.
That looks amazing.
Lastly,
I will, Latina. We miss you. She said she miss us. Tell Drea she said happy birthday.
hey, hope you're feeling better, young lady.
Yes.
Just a few cranberries on the plate just to add a little color. And voila, there you have it.
That's beautiful.
Looks amazing.
Now, before we get into the taste testing, would you like to go ahead and give them their trivia question for today?
Oh, sure. So the trivia question for today is, how long have I been making cakes? So that'll be the trivia question.
And what can they win?
And they win, let's see. They win, we'll do a pound cake. They win a pound cake.
They win a pound cake.
Wow.
They win a pound cake.
As you know, you have to be the first person to give the answer. Now, mind you, we do we broadcast to both Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube. So you might be the first one on your platform, but you might not be the first. So we'll let you know tomorrow if you've actually won. Once you win, you have to go onto your page and say, I won the Vine Sip and Cook contest, and then tag either myself, Miss Wanda Miller, or can you give them your information one more time?
Yeah, so Facebook, my name is Creative Creations by Ashley. Instagram, it is creativecake_D.
Very cool. So that is how you win. Now, just to give you a few things on what we got going on. If you haven't seen yet, we have started our drive for individuals who want to donate so that we can feed families. So please, if you go to our Facebook business page, go to my personal page or Miss Wanda's page, you will see the donation tab. Whatever you can spare, whether it's $1, $5, $10, whatever, all of the money goes to feed families in need for Thanksgiving, and we are matching dollar for dollar on that. Also, today's sponsor, Miss Wanda, can you talk about today's sponsor?
Yes. I'd like to thank tonight's sponsor, who is Monet Fran Lewis, owner of Empower You and host of the upcoming I Am Women's Retreat. And that information is on the screen right now, iamwomensretreat.weebly.com.
Yeah. So if you are interested you're a woman that wants to surround yourself by women that are talking about empowerment, talking about businesses, talking about just growth amongst the woman population, this is a great retreat. It's going to have some great food there. We might be doing some of that great food for you.
Right,
so, definitely check her out. you got the information on the screen. If you are checking this out on Instagram, just let me inbox me and I can get you that information. Other than that, hey, if you would like to be a sponsor, please get in contact with either me or Miss Wanda Miller. $25, you can sponsor an episode. We will shout out your business. We'll shout out whatever you got going on, and it'll also help us to continue to go do what we do. So I definitely appreciate all of the sponsors thus far and anyone else that is going to sponsor in the future. Other than that, we do have our menu up for Thanksgiving. If you are in the Atlanta area and don't feel like cooking or just might have a dish that you want that you don't know how to prepare, go onto the website, divinevisionscatering.com. It's up there. You can place your order directly from the website, have it set up for delivery or pickup the day before Thanksgiving. So give that a check out. And other than that, we will not be doing an episode next week for the holiday. So we'll be back the following week. So y'all enjoy your Thanksgiving. Take time to spend with family. Be thankful that we can spend time with family this year.
Right.
And thank you for sipping and cooking with me. Y'all have a great night. Oh, hold on.
Whoa.
We missed the most important part. The tasting.
I get my fat girl in the
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead, get that.
Hey, Sabrina, I see you. So we already got guesses, too. Somebody said 10 years, 13 years, 12 years. We'll let them know later who's right. Let me slide in here with you, and let's taste together. You find you a piece to cut, and I'll find me a piece to cut.
Okay.
I think I want this one. Oh, this looks great.
I'm sorry up here. I feel like I want to get some of everything.
I know.
I taste it all.
This is a good sample of everything bite. Mmm.
Good stuff.
That's everything.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Jen. Hey, little baby. I see you.
It's juicy.
Thank you to everybody on LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Thank y'all for tuning in. This is delicious.
That's good stuff. That's good stuff.
That's Thanksgiving in your mouth.
That's exactly what it is.
Delicious.
That's awesome.
Delicious.
All right. I think we're really signing off this time, y'all.
You gotta get the festivities started.
I'm gonna be a fat girl while you sign out.
Y'all have a great night.
All right. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Oh, yeah.